we're actually going to be on some good fights now.
Yes.
Tim Elliott, that crazy mofo, is fighting Jordan Espinosa. Tim Elliott is plus 110 against Jordan Espinosa's minus 130. Real Mike, talk to me about the crazy hick that is Tim Elliott.
Yeah, Tim Elliott, man, he's literally one of the ultimate scramble transition MMA wrestlers in that division. He's been he's been in here for a long time. Fought with the best in the world. Had Demetrius Johnson in a guillotine choke that had me scared for a moment and thought maybe he might shock the world. And then you got Jordan Espinosa. He really, there's a couple times I bet on him and he did win, and but he peaked a long time ago. I just really don't believe that his wrestling or jiu-jitsu is near the level it needs to be. This is a spot where a veteran like Tim Elliott, I feel like he can just absolutely wreck and dominate and break Jordan Espinosa in round 2 or 3 when Jordan Espinosa realizes that his stand-up isn't going to make it because he's on his ass too many times. I really believe that this is a spot where Tim Elliott can win here. I feel like the near even odds on Tim Elliott is an absolute gift here. So I'm stoked that we get this here for the MMA4Money show, and I'll let you guys get into it. So I'm taking Tim Elliott.
Jordan Espinosa, he's kind of like a perfect matchup for Elliott when you think about it. And I think the thing about this fight is Elliott knows it. Espinosa, not the best striker. Neither one of these guys are really, but Espinosa's the type of guy, he needs that wrestling advantage to win. He's not really going to have it here. Elliott's team, they have mutual friends in different camps. Elliott needs that win right now. And I think that's why he held out for this specific fight after Espinosa got COVID and their first fight was postponed. So Espinosa, he's already been subbed twice in the UFC by pressure heavy grapplers. Elliott has the ability to do exactly that. And even at 34, he's talking about getting his style to be longer for the sport. So if he's just going to go straight to that kind of style, that's a style that can win you fights later in your career. And I think for him at $8,200, I think that's a great price. So I'm going to roll with Elliott here too. I'm hoping for a sub, but the way the new DraftKings scoring system works out, a decision will work too. But yeah, Elliott, let's go.
Mr. Vince, aka Beans, thrown in there if this fight is too close to call. I actually don't think so. Mainly, I'm very high on Elliott in this spot. This is by far the worst person he has fought in quite some time. And his only issue is there are times where he fights to the level of his opponent, which is wonderful when he fights someone like Demetrius Johnson and gets a super close near submission, or a couple of the other guys. But I like what he's doing. He's actually at a legit camp. Now he's no longer just partying in Vegas. During one of that downslides he had, he was living in Vegas, partying all the time, barely had a camp. It's now he's at Glory MMA, and actually has legit coaching and training partners and just all those wonderful things. And I just, not only do I think he's going to, if he wasn't dog, I might, if he was a steep fit, Elliott's going to fight for your money. He's the type of guy that as a dog will always fight for your money, and you always want a dog that's going to fight for your money. And that's dog odds-wise, obviously. If he was a big favorite, I would not be touching this. The fact that he is kind of backed into a corner, whether that's in his own head or not, I love that here. So the plus 110, now it's plus 110. Me and Real Mike had talked about this earlier today. It was plus 105. So it's even getting bigger dog odds. So for the show, our first official bet of UFC 259 is going to be 1 unit on Tim Elliott at the plus 110 to win you guys 1.1 units.